Welcome back, my friend. And in today's skills video, we're going to be talking all about the basics of door knocking so that you have the skills and tools that you need to implement door knocking as a lead generation channel in your real estate business. It's dear to my heart because I started my career as a real estate agent out here in Idaho, door to door. And the reason for that is I was coming from out of state. I had zero experience in sales. I didn't have a local database. I didn't have a local community, and I had to start from scratch. So I came to the realization that every single person living in a house is a potential customer. So not having people to call wasn't my problem. It was having the courage to do the work that it took. And I leaned in and I exploded. Won Rookie of the Year my first year in the business. And a lot of it came down to the skills that I learned while door knocking. So if nothing else, guys, doing the activity of door knocking strengthens your position as a salesperson, whether you're closing deals at the door or not. So lean in here. And all lead generation, the goal is to set an appointment of some kind, and often it's an in-person appointment. And why is that? Well, simply, body language is 55% of communication. Tonality is another 35%, and the remainder is the words that we use. So it becomes very unimportant what you say. It becomes important how you say it, but most importantly, it becomes most important how you look while you're saying it. And so when you knock on somebody's door and it opens, technically you're at an face-to-face appointment with 55% more advantage should you learn the skills to have the right composure and delivery at the door. So body language being the number one reason why we door knock. I have 55% advantage over anybody who's not willing to door knock should I become good at this part of the job. Second part, in our program, the Agent Accelerator Plus, you're door knocking today because you're promoting your weekend event. When I started my career door knocking, I found it was very hard to show up as a salesperson, but very easy to show up promoting an event in the community. So I reframed door knocking in my mind away from sales and towards event promotion. As you get better at it, you're less scared of being salesy and you're more focused on qualifying customers, which is point number three. But when you're out there today, consider the fact that you're promoting an event in the neighborhood, which is your weekend open house, and consider the fact that that's not sales at all. It's really just community activity. And it made it a lot easier for me. We'll have a script video in this module as well, and I'll show you how I would deliver that script. But it really becomes about, come on down to the open house this weekend. Oh, by the way, are you considering buying or selling? So it took a little bit of the sting off of it for me. Hopefully that reframing does the same thing for you while you're out there. Point number three, when you knock on a door, you cannot make people buy things. All right, this idea that you're going to convert everybody into a customer, get rid of it. That's not real. It doesn't exist in any area of your business, but it won't work at the door either. So while you're out there door knocking, the script's purpose is to invite them to an event and then qualify them as a customer, non-customer. You don't need to sit there and convert people. In fact, if you're spending too much time with every person, you're not going to get anything done. So as you're working out there, you're looking for customers. You're not trying to convert people into customers. So while you meet with people, if they don't like you, it's just because they weren't a customer, right? The rejection is not about you. It's just about them not being ready to talk to a real estate agent. So move quickly and purposefully and qualify customers as you meet them at the door. Props while you're out there. I've got mine in my hand here. When you hold something while you're door knocking, it's very important because it makes people feel comfortable. It's like the thing that sits between me and them is the prop that I carry. This is our door knocking flyer. It's two-sided with the QR code on it, so I could point it to videos and or listings, etc. I can consider something like this in your business if you take this angle on. But having this and being able to give it to somebody allows them to feel safe, and now they have something to play with while they talk to you nervously. So you're using it as a safety blanket. Hey, there's something between us, you're okay. You're also handing it over to them when you meet them so that they now have something to hold on to keep them busy. That's its use as a prop. Obviously, it's also a flyer, and I'm hanging it on doors that don't open, or I'm handing it to people as they do open as my business card, so to speak. It's got my contact info on it. That's not really the point. The point is to have something with me so that when I'm talking to somebody that they're comfortable. And I should have mentioned this during the body language section, and we'll talk a little bit more about that as I wrap this up too. But while you're at the door, you do not want to be square with people. You want to have the door open and you're standing sideways. That allows a corridor to the road, and subconsciously they will feel more at ease. So when you come up, you ring the doorbell, you step back, you turn sideways, you maybe even look out into the distance like you're just casually standing there. Those postures make people a little bit more comfortable that you're at their door. And if you're a sizable guy with a beard like me, you don't want to frame up and make people feel trapped, okay? So make sure you step back, you open it up so that there's a corridor to the road, and then you deliver your pitch. All right, so props, the script. Okay, scripting. I'm sure you're having your challenges with scripts. We all are. The point of the script that I will deliver in the script video for this module is to promote the event on the weekend, qualify the customer, and move on quickly. If you're stuck in a conversation that's unraveling into a 20, 25 minutes and you don't feel like there's a reason to be there other than this person is lonely, I say, excuse me, could I come back and continue this conversation with you? Because I have a responsibility to the team to knock 100 doors today, and I'm only at 27. Would it be okay to set an appointment with you and come back? If they're a potential customer, they may set an appointment with you. If they're not, the commitment of an appointment most likely will just they'll let you off into the sunset and you'll be done with it. But use that as you're stuck in these long conversations. Okay, the point number 6, leads. Imagine that. It is about getting leads. I had a young man on my team who was easily knocking 350 doors a week, and he wasn't getting any phone numbers. So we hit about 1,000 doors together. And I said, listen, maybe we're focused on the wrong metric. We've been tracking doors opened. We've been tracking positive conversations. And at the end of the day, I said, we're not tracking any of that anymore. We're not counting doors knocked. We're counting leads created. And a lead created is I have your phone number, I have your email address, or I have both, because we have everybody's address. You could always mail to them. And one of our strategies is writing handwritten cards to positive conversations that we couldn't close as a lead. But as soon as we change the assignment from knock X number of doors every outing to get X number of leads, and as soon as you get those leads, you get to go home, he was closing 3 leads and 20 doors and going home for the day. So what you focus on expands, right? If at the end of the day, you start your process with what you can control, how many doors can I knock? But as you evolve as a door knocking real estate agent, it's very important that you're getting leads at the door. So don't be afraid to ask for the contact information. That usually sounds like, hey, I'm a text message person. Do you send and receive text messages? They say, yeah, I do. You say, great, what's your phone number? Simple as that. That's an easy soft close at the end. Hey, is it okay if would you be all right if the answer is always no, guys. Just assume victory, lean in, ask for it. If they say no, you were going to get a no anyway, right? So, hey, I'm a text message guy. Do you send and receive text messages? Yeah, I do actually. Or, hey, that listing I was mentioning, let me send you some info on it. What's your phone number? Simple closes to get the phone number. That try it at every door. If you're not landing, it is a conversions game, guys. And as you track your progress in the field, you're going to start to understand where the success comes from. 30% of doors open, half of those, 15% are positive conversations with 3 leads is about what I would expect for you getting out there. And you can up those conversion rates by getting good at this, guys. The final piece is software. I use Sales Rabbit. Sales Rabbit has a light free version. I'm going to shoot a video on that next so you can see a little bit about how we use it. A very smart software. It gamifies door knocking. It helps you keep track of what you've done, how many doors have opened. You got to track your data while you're out there, or else nothing will improve. So download it today. It might make it fun. And as you're in the neighborhood, you know exactly how many doors you've been to, whether you've got flyers or not. And to touch on the props piece, if you don't have beautiful flyers like this yet, that makes perfect sense to me. And you can take a business card and stick it in the door jamb, okay? But as you're out there, leaving something at the doors that don't open is important. Tracking the number of doors that do open helps you understand your conversion rate. And then positive conversations and leads closed is all you'll really need as you do this work. Check out the software. I'll see you in the next video.